So our team members play a pivotal role throughout the entire system. We can assign team members to jobs, we can assign them as the project manager to projects, and that type of thing. There is an entire module around team members. If you click on the team module on your left sidebar, you're taken to an employees list. So here you'll see all the employees that you have within the system. And if you view a team member's profile, and let's look at James as an example, here you'll see a host of information for this team member. So you'll see all of the jobs that James is assigned to. And let's just make a quick update to that. So I'll go to jobs and I'll say, you know what, on Jenny's home, maybe we want to assign all of these jobs to James. So I can just use the batch update functionality here. And I'll say that James 007 is the assignee for these jobs. Now, if I click on the assignee name here, you'll also go to James's employee profile. Yeah, so here on the employee's profile, you have the employee biodata information here, and then you have a few tabs. So under jobs, you'll see a list of jobs that are assigned to James. And if you click on projects, you'll also see projects that James is the project manager for. And then we also have a calendar where it's similar to the jobs list, but here you'll see them by date. So if we look at July as an example, and let's see August, there you go. You see the remaining jobs that are assigned to James. So as you build out your projects, your jobs that are assigned, you can come to this page and see how a specific team member's calendar looks. Are they filled? Do they have work ongoing? Do they have work for next week? Whatever it might be. So these are the 3 tabs that are available on the team member's profile. And of course, you have all of the standard functionality. You can add a new job. There are column selector options, and even download all of the jobs that are assigned to this team member. Apart from that, there's a note section. So if you needed to add some notes for this specific team member, you can add it here. So a note on James' profile. And there you go. We have a note added to James' profile. And the other functionality that you can do is to add user account for this team member. And adding a user account for this team member then allows them to download Techlify Works mobile and then log in. And of course, based on which projects they're the project manager for, they're able to see those projects, they're able to see jobs assigned to them, etc. on our mobile app. Now, there are a couple of options that come up on the user account management. Linking an existing user. So if there's an existing user for James, you can link it here. Of course, we see there's no user for James. So we want to create a new user. In order to create a new user, you need to have an email address set out for James here. So let's say James at maildrop.cc, James007. And if you haven't used the maildrop.cc service, highly recommend it for testing. So you can just say, hey, James007 at maildrop.cc, and it creates a mailbox for you. So any email for creating accounts, etc., that are sent off to James, you will get it here. Really cool service. So I'm just going to set an email address for James. Now, once I would have set the email, you see it shows up in his biodata section, and then you also see the issue login option comes up. So to create credentials for James, you just hit issue login and you press the issue login button. Once you do that, an account is created for James. It's linked to his employee's profile, and then James is able to log into Techlify Works via the mobile app. Now, a couple of things happen once you would have issued a login and the account is created. You then have the ability to reset the password for James. Let's say he forgets his password somewhere along the line, you're able to reset that. Or if James no longer works with the organization, or you no longer want him to have access to the mobile app, you can just disable James' account directly from his profile. So those are a few options that you have available on an employee's profile to see data relating to this employee and manage the specific employee.